To lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen.
You know, folks, another angel got its wings today. We lost possibly the greatest mind that the world's ever known. A lot of you thinking, are you serious? And yeah. Rest in peace,
Yeah, we're
John
really
McAfee.
serious today. John McAfee.
Welcome to episode
7.
So yeah, John McAfee died. He was
Okay,
found. What?
You're welcome. I'm syncing it.
You fucking idiot.
I forgot to sync it.
Whatever. Welcome to episode.
Welcome to episode
7.
Yeah. So John McAfee's dead. Found in a Spanish prison. What was he? He was being extradited to the U.S. and
yeah, for tax evasion.
Yeah, for tax evasion, and he killed himself. It seems.
Give me an Emmy. You thought I was about to cry.
I wasn't looking at my screen, so I don't. But the viewers can definitely
give me an Emmy.
give him his fucking flowers. He deserves it.
Give him my fucking whatever Oscar. Wait, isn't an Emmy for music?
No, an Emmy is no Oscars. Fuck. Oscars and Emmys are for TV and movies, and then the Tonys and the Grammys are music.
Grammys, that's it.
Yeah, I know my shit. I'm on.
Just
my
make
shit
it
today.
one. Just give everybody one.
Just the awards show.
At this point, it should just be a trophy that just has like little slots in it that you get to fill up if you get another one.
Could do that.
Yeah. So it'd be like, here's your Grammy slots, here's your Emmy slots, here's your whatever slot. I feel like there's so many actors out there today and like artists that are like gunning to get all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like one of those awards that have been around for so long that someone's like, I want the fucking whatever it's called when you get all of them.
Oh God. I think it's like GOAT, GOTE. Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and Emmy. Or EGOT. EGOT. That's what it is.
I was about to say, there's no A.
GOTE. Hello. It still would make the O, hard O sound.
I guess.
But no, you're right.
Goat.
I was incorrect. It is EGOT. Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, Tonys.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Well, anyways, who's gotten one? Didn't what's his name?
Let me look it up real quick because I forgot.
This Is America. Didn't he get one? He did a ton of shit.
Maybe.
He had like Atlanta and like. Wait, no, he hasn't been in only like movie. I don't think. Didn't he direct?
Yes. I think he's directed. Well, I mean, he's directed like episodes of Atlanta. I think.
Yeah, but I don't think you can get anything for that. So.
Maybe.
Wait. Don't Oscars also go to not just actors but like directors and stuff too?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. No. So that he definitely could. Wait. Hold on. What's the guy's name again?
Donald Glover. I'm looking at a list
Donald
right
Glover.
now.
Thank you.
Looking at the list. We've got Richard Rogers, Helen Hayes, Rita Moreno, John Gielgud, Audrey Hepburn, Marvin Hamlish, Jonathan Tunick, Mel Brooks, Mike Nichols, Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, Mel Brooks.
Hey. Scott Rudin, Robert Lopez, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice, John Legend, and Alan Menken are the only ones who have like officially got all of them. You've got.
I think the only person I just recognized was like Mel Brooks just now from who you said.
You didn't recognize Whoopi Goldberg? Hello?
Oh, I spaced out. Whoopi Goldberg, I do recognize.
That's a big name. We should get her on the podcast.
Yeah, hey, Whoopi. What's she doing nowadays?
She hosts The View.
That's true. She does host The View. I saw her in a commercial for like incontinence or some shit.
She also can't stop pissing and shitting herself, so there's that too. That's kind of an achievement.
Her real name is Carolyn Elaine Johnson.
That is disappointing to hear. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
She's only 65 though.
Huh.
You know, I honestly thought older.
Younger than John McAfee.
Younger than John McAfee.
Rest in peace.
So. Not coordinated, but that was very good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been a wild ride today.
Yeah. What else happened today? Besides John McAfee, I don't think anything's fucking happened besides John McAfee.
Yeah, no, nothing important. I mean, like I was telling you before we started recording, my computer blue screen twice today, so that was fun. But we're stable again. We're back. I really hope something doesn't go wrong.
Warren Buffett gave away $4.1 billion.
Just giving away?
Says Warren Buffett gives away another $4.1 billion, implying he did it before.
Yeah.
Which I have no knowledge of. Resigns as trustee of the Gate Foundation.
Bill and Melinda said,
"That's
see
some
you."
News.
Well, Melinda really just said, "See you." So now,
I want to find local news. I want to find out what's going on, like, fuck off Kansas, and just read the stories.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to get a news story of like, I don't know, like somewhere off in Maine. It's like, what's going on in the like where they get fish?
It needs to be like a place where they have like one thing. They have factories that make like rivets or something. So all the news stories are like, fucking John was caught doing X again. Because everyone knows.
Doing X at the power plant. He's on ecstasy. He's ruining the power grid.
He's coming on machinery.
Absolutely blasting off at the power plant.
Can you imagine getting hard to show how it's made?
Imagine. Brother, what do you think I was doing all throughout my childhood?
Tonight on How It's Made. I'm sure if you jerked off enough to How It's Made, you would gain a fetish of like anything being built.
Oh yeah.
That's the play right there. Find something that everyone does constantly, start jerking off into it, on it, or with it, start jerking off to it.
On the perimeter of it. Yeah.
And you're golden forever. That's like where foot fetishes came from. Now every time people wear sandals, you're just in heaven.
Yeah. I mean, this is very well-tread territory. But like, foot fetishists nowadays really have it so easy. You've got the internet, you've got WikiFeet, you've got everybody's just so cool with wearing open-toed shoes.
But they don't need to like. It's not something that needs to be hidden away, or like done in private or secret, or even seen as like slightly taboo. Right. If people find out, you're weird. But
100%.
I mean, like everyone, no one has to like sneak away to take their shoes off. They just do it.
Yeah.
So you got countless pictures. If you go to the beach, you're probably rock hard.
Yeah. Absolutely. Apparently, this is like
40-year-old dads. Not paying attention to them.
No. Yeah. This is sort of, I guess, topical, but Coca-Cola has a program where you can go on their website and you can get your own custom labeled bottles with like words on it, like people's names or whatever. So you could like, you remember when they did the whole like share a Coke with,
yeah.
Yeah. Now you can custom order your own, and some people have found some interesting, have gotten some interesting results.
That's
now
there was just so many like Hitlers and
you listen. You know what's
Fucking
interesting?
terrible shit. What?
The words that are like not approved, which just means that they like put on a blacklist so people can't actually like get are words like Palestine, transgender, Black Lives Matter. Can't get those. You know, you
Well,
can
they
get.
don't.
No, but hold on.
What?
You know what you can get? Adolf Hitler.
You can?
And you know what else you can get is
You
know what else you can get is Nazis.
Really? I was like, okay, I before you said that, I was gonna be like, okay, they don't want to have their brand associated with X, Y, or Z, no matter the actual political beliefs of whatever.
No, of course.
But if you can put those on there, that never mind. That negates what I said.
Yeah, because like we both are so like we just remember back when like 4chan would do that with polls, like for products, like Mountain Dew would be like, "What should our next flavor be called?"
Yeah,
and it's like
Granny Gusher, Adolf Hitler.
Hitler did nothing wrong, like that.
Yeah,
stuff like
just
that.
a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and like here we are, and Coke has really come full circle, and it's like, go ahead.
I wonder if anyone's gotten like an ASCII swastika.
Maybe.
So they just put it in, and it's just an ASCII symbol. Do the ASCII like Chad face, and then get it on a Coke bottle.
That would be insane. If you could get an actual custom made like a JPEG put on a Coke bottle, and it's not.
Yeah, just have that Chad.
It's not the Chad face. Like you don't place
He's
the order.
Squarest fucking head ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's insane.
Like Minecraft Steve, but it's like a skin over the character's face, and it's just the Chad face.
You know what's crazy is like, it's obviously like a little bit more exaggerated, and I think he like dehydrates himself for the photo shoots so that his muscles are more showing or whatever. It's like mostly not Photoshop. Like if you see him in real life, he's like a buff dude with a very square head. He's real. He's not a 3D render.
No, I know. I've seen pictures of him. Yeah. Like outside of the photo shoot environment, yeah.
What was I gonna say? I think he did like an interview where he was like the interviewer asked about like, I think it was some bullshit. I can't remember, but essentially like what came out of it was like he just like described sex as gross, I think, or something like that, and people are like, really? Like he's like the biggest Chad ever, and he's just like, sex is.
That's so.
I don't
that's crazy.
That.
Ace icon.
I don't want to like slander this man's name.
Right.
Real life Chad.
While you look that up, I'm gonna bring the mood down even further than John McAfee passing.
Don't.
The bassist for your favorite band, Skyler, Blink 182, Mark Hoppus. Just today, 35 minutes ago, shared a little like, I don't know, not a press release, but
Giga Chad.
Like one of those like an images that's just text, you know, like black background with white text. And turns out that he's been getting chemo for 3 months because he has cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's really fucking sad.
Here it is, Ernest Kalimov, aka Giga Chad.
What's his name?
Ernest Kalimov.
Ernest
like
the Cat
Russian.
Miller? That's insane.
He's like so absolutely hunked the fuck out. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, but here's something that's
He's
not
been getting
bad.
chemo for 4 months.
Dude, today is the 30th anniversary
Anyways,
of
sorry.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my
Hey!
God. Sonic 30th is hashtag Sonic 30th. Sheesh.
Sheesh!
So, hell yeah, brother.
Sheesh! Anyways.
Oh, wait, what's this? President
30
Biden announces
years
plan to
furry porn.
incorporate Sonic the Hedgehog into curriculum in schools. Sick, dude.
How?
That's a riff. The actual thing is, President Biden announces plan to curb gun violence. Good luck with that, Joe. Come and take it, lib.
Joe, come on.
Sleepy
You should
Joe.
be
You're gonna
doing the
fall asleep
real
in your
stuff,
Corvette on the way
Joe.
here. You're gonna pull yourself a fucking James
That
Dean
bit
on your way
was-
here.
You should have had that bit be real, Joe. We need Sonic in our schools.
We need Sonic in our schools more than we need a fucking gun control.
He needs to be in sex ed teaching abstinence.
He really does.
If a girl asks you for sex, run away.
Apparently, run as fast as you can. As fast as you can.
Run as fast as you can.
Fast. No, I think it's
Eating chili dogs.
Like, I mean, it's only fitting that he would start doing this shit now that they had to put their dog down. I don't know if that's true. They put
What?
out the White House
They
put
put
out
their
a
dog
thing
down?
that one of the
Sorry,
president's dogs.
Right. I'm putting that away.
Yeah, go ahead.
They had to put down one of the White House dogs.
I don't know if they put it down or not, but it died recently. They put out a thing that was like, "Rest in peace to fucking Buster."
That sucks.
Whatever the fuck the dog's name is. I'm surprised it's not the
Why
one that
haven't we
bit like, White House
genetically
staff.
engineered? Why haven't we genetically engineered dogs that live like 60?
What is up with you and like animal eugenics, dude? The other night you went off on a fucking tangent about like breeding
Okay,
monkeys.
you want to bring this up to the podcast? I'll totally bring this up.
I was waiting. I thought you were gonna wait for yourself, but you decided to just go off on a high tangent about it. So
No, okay.
Let's do
So
it.
when I was partaking the other night, and I thought about the fact that if you don't know this, I hate monkeys. I hate them. I don't like monkeys.
This is true.
And this will get me crucified on the internet, but I don't like them. They're like too human. They're unpredictable. They can rip you the fuck apart. They're scary. I don't like them. I don't like monkeys. If you put me in a room with a tiger and you put me in a room with a monkey, my chances are better with the tiger. Because with like a chimpanzee, it's unpredictable. It knows no respect. It knows no authority. It is an agent of chaos. A tiger can recognize power, but a chimpanzee, it doesn't. It doesn't do that. Anyways,
So
it would just know my strength, so the tiger would back off. Anyways, but the thing I was gonna say was, chimpanzees would be the perfect like genetic weapon. We could weaponize monkeys. We totally could. Armor them up, give them metal claws, put them on an insane amount of methamphetamines, and then drop them into a war zone. And they will go absolutely like batshit. You wouldn't be able to stop
I think
them.
the term you're
They
looking
wouldn't
for.
feel pain.
The term you're looking
Ape
for
shit.
is ape shit. Thank you.
Ape shit. They would go absolutely insane. They wouldn't feel pain. They would come at you. They got claws. They'll rip you the fuck apart. They'll grab onto you and start clawing with their like feet too. They'll like, kick you. They'll just disembowel you. They'll be like velociraptors. Why don't we do that? It would be inhumane. Yeah.
Well,
But we could.
true.
We could. Anyways. Enough about animal eugenics. Because we could selectively breed them throughout like a while to make them like bigger, stronger, faster,
and harder.
Isn't that like the concept of what it was, that movie After Earth, where just everything is like designed to kill humans after a while?
Isn't that the Will Smith movie? Jaden Smith?
Yeah, it's the M. Night Shyamalan movie. I feel like that's what we would end up doing. Is if we like started genetically modifying animals for like combat, we would eventually just make things that kill humans so effectively we can't control them.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, like, the thing with that is, like, I feel like if at some point, you know, scientists just said, fuck it, we're not listening to public opinion and we're ditching all morality entirely, then, like, sure, we'll see shit like that. Like,
Hold on a second.
this is awesome.
Yes.
So, folks, what you're seeing is Skyler not adequately informing his family that he's busy recording the most important part of his day, which is the podcast. Clearly, everyone wants to see this, though, so I think we're just going to let it play out. I don't really have anything to promote other than
fucking interrupted.
Oh yeah,
we'll just cut that out. What happened?
Nah, I was talking. I'll keep it in. I just said how you didn't adequately tell your family that the most important part of your day was happening, which is the podcast. I was gonna mention. I thought you were gonna be gone a little bit longer. I do plan on filming a brief refilming because I already filmed it, but it was extremely awkward. I didn't know what to do or what to say. But I will be refilming a very brief explanation video as to why I haven't posted or edited or looked at or touched any of the footage for a Sandlerverse video in 8 months. So
I want to do more Sandlerverse.
I do too, and actually I plan on doing some while I'm in town.
I want to get to some of the crazy shit. I want to get to like 8 crazy nights, and I want to get to 51st dates.
Well, I'll tell you, 8 crazy nights.
I want to get to Grown Ups 1 and 2. The best ones.
Now that's like the last 1/6 of the movies, which kind of sucks because it's like I would also like to really get into those because those are like the funniest ones to riff on because they're some of the most recent.
So garbage.
Oh yeah, super garbage.
Terrible.
But yeah, I think when I'm in town, we'll have to film a few of those. Knock out a few.
I think it would be much funnier in person.
Yeah, 100%. Because we're in the same room.
We're in the same room.
Actually, play off a riff properly. Just like, not to spoil fully. I'm fully spoiling it. I'm gonna be in town from July 10th through the 21st. So if anyone wants to assassinate me, I will be in Portland those days. And we will be doing.
Tweet out your live location at all times.
I will tweet out when I land at PDX. I will let everyone know what gate I'm at, where to find me, and to assassinate me. But no, I think while I'm there, we should definitely record a couple episodes of the podcast, so that way, like, because again, the whole thing.
For you.
Yeah, I mean, me either, but like here we are, so. No, my whole thing with the Milwaukee trip was like I just didn't want to have to edit anything when I got back, so we just didn't do an episode. But this time I'd rather pre-record them and probably like edit them on the plane or something. That way I have or at least one of them on the plane, so that way we've got some content ready to go for when I get back home. Actually, let me look at the calendar real quick. So I'm Saturday the 10th through Wednesday the 21st, which means there will be two uploads, 2 weeks of uploads that need to go up while I'm there. I'll probably definitely edit the first one while there. The Wednesday episode, the 21st episode. The episode for the 21st, not the 21st episode, but you know what I mean. That episode will probably go up late.
I was about to say,
just because. Yeah. That episode will probably go up late just because we don't get home. Like, I won't land until some point that day. And I hate flying. And it really takes a lot out of me because I'm constantly full body, all my muscles clenched and tense the entire time I'm on the flight. Really takes.
You know what I do when I'm on a flight?
Masturbate furiously.
I just feel like I'm in God's hands, and I'm just like, you know what? If I die, it's kind of meant to be at this point, and then I just do whatever.
I suppose so. I suppose so. That's a better way to look at it than how I look at it, which is like the first, 2 minutes of being like in motion when we're like about to take off, and once we get into the air, those like 2 minutes of that happening, I'm just like it's nerve-wracking because it's like everyone knows, like the chances of you dying in a plane crash aren't even like falling out of the sky, it's on takeoff and landing, because that's typically when the most shit goes wrong. It's
like really terrible to think about, and this is sometimes I think about this.
What's that?
Every time I do something like get on a plane, I don't do this too much anymore with other things in life, but every time I get on a plane, I think of it as like a deck of cards, and all the cards are every single time I will ever get on a plane. And one of those cards is a plane crash. And so they shuffle, and then they pull a card. And it says, this one is, you had a safe flight, and you landed safely. There is now an increased chance that anytime you will take a flight, it will be your last, and you will die. Because there is one less safe card in the deck.
Yeah, like the more you fly, the higher your chances are of dying in a plane crash, because
I think about that so every time I get on a plane. And it's terrible to think about. I really shouldn't, but like, whatever. Right.
I mean, the chances of you dying in a plane crash already are super low because of how far plane and flying like technology has come. Air travel has become super safe at this point, but it's still there. The chance of you dying in a plane crash is still there. It's still very real. It could happen.
Dude, just don't worry about a plane crash. Watch Castaway the night before.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
watch
that has one of the most nerve-wracking crash scenes ever.
What was he doing on that plane? Either was he just a passenger, or wasn't he the pilot? Like, what? I forget.
No, he's a passenger. He works for FedEx, and he was like on a FedEx overnight flight to Hong Kong or something. And he was going from like the East Coast to Hong Kong. Just fucking crashed.
Gotcha.
They got diverged off course like 400 miles, so no one knew where he was.
And like, I still don't understand. Like, I mean, I've seen the movie, but it's been so long. Why don't you explain, how does he survive again? Like, how does he gets found, right? Like, a boat goes by and he's able to get attention.
He gets found. So he spends 2 years on the island. Like 2 whole years. I think technically like out to like 3 years, because it does a time skip, but then he works on something for like basically 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
So it's like he was on the island for like basically like 3 years, I think.
Okay.
But he like is just surviving and surviving and surviving. He's had this idea for a raft for like forever. Mm-hmm. And then the only thing stopping him from setting out and going out to the ocean is the fact that the tide coming in will wash up any raft he does. So he needs some semblance of a sail, which he can't make.
Right.
So he like is just stuck there. And then one day the tide brings in a porta potty cover, and the porta potty cover is perfect because it'll catch wind. It's plastic. It'll like, you can secure it and it'll be safe. And he says this will work. This can be a sail.
Yeah.
And then the next like end half of the movie is basically him waiting for the seasons to change. Well, not waiting. He's working really fast to try to make the raft and collect supplies.
Yeah.
Because when the seasons change and the wind blows in the correct direction for him to go back home, is when he needs to take off. So he has a time limit. And then from there, he's like making the raft and doing the shit.
Right.
Gets on the raft, has all the stuff. He spends like 10 days out at sea, a week, 2 weeks. We don't know how long. He fishes. He's like filtering water. He's getting rain, water. Loses Wilson, about to die. And then a fucking freighter boat comes by and sees him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's really crazy, too. Because he's just like, it's just kind of like, he's like, oh my god, it's like a fucking boat, and he's like reaching up for it, he's like dying, and then it like smash cuts, and like his wife is on the phone, or like his wife is like, has a life doing whatever, she has like a new husband now, she has like 2 kids, and then she's like in the kitchen, she gets a phone call, she's like, yeah, hello, and she's like, yeah, this is Miranda, and then she's like, what? And then she fucking passes out. Can you imagine, like, the love of your life comes out of nowhere after, like, 3 years?
I mean...
What a great movie.
I mean, granted, after finding a new husband and, like, starting a new life and everything, and, it's to be expected, I guess.
Tragedy.
The kids aren't his. Like, these are just, like, kids from the new marriage. Okay.
He was cucked out of life.
He kind of was. By life. By nature.
By life.
By nature. Well, granted, he went against God by being in a plane anyway, but like, he definitely like
hubris brought you into the sky. You deserve to crash.
and hubris brought him into the ocean. So, you know,
How are you now, Icarus? Flying so close to the sun.
It sucks that like, yeah, his whole life was just like stolen.
Oh, it's
like just ripped
stolen.
ripped away from him by God, and then and with the wife too. You know, like
it's optimistic.
Yeah, but still, it's one of those things like.
This is something I said we should be doing. We should watch like a movie, not before every podcast, but before like some podcasts, and then just talk about them.
True, but then I feel like this would turn into a movie podcast where we'd just be talking like.
That's why I'm not saying like every podcast we should do that. Just like some. Just be like, today we watched fucking whatever.
True.
Here's what happened. Here's what we're talking about.
I guess. But that's gotta like so if I was the wife, right, and so real quick also, because I can't remember, did like FedEx contact her and be like, hey, so your husband's plane didn't land in Hong Kong, we think he's dead, like okay. So
they had like a whole search. They searched for like 6 months, they said, I think, and they couldn't find him. They diverged off path like 400 miles, and still because if you like turn slightly to the right to try to get around a storm and then you just keep going, you're going to diverge real far.
Right, yeah. From
like where you're supposed to be. And so they so they were just basically searching in the wrong area. And and so they had no way of knowing where he was.
Right. So to be the wife though, right? To be the wife, you are informed that your husband is likely dead, and you know you're helping lead a search to find him for 6 months, and you can't find him. So eventually, obviously, you come to terms with that, and you start a new life, because most people probably would, you know, like they're not going to stay stuck in the past forever. Obviously, there's going to be a while where you're like, I can't go on. They were the love of my life, blah, 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 blah. But eventually, you know, especially like grown-ass people like they are, they're just like, you know what? I'll just cut my losses. I'll start a new family.
Right.
Find a new partner.
She wasn't happy about it, but...
Well, no, yeah, of course not. Then, 2 years later, 2.5 years later, 3 years later, however long it was, to get a phone call that's like, yeah, so buddy just like came back and clocked in like it was nothing.
He was like alive. He's just fine. Like, he's not fine. He was starving to death and dehydrated on the ocean.
Right, but them to just be like, so he just showed up at work, like nothing ever happened. Come on down and talk to him. I'd kill myself. I don't think I could like continue to live that life.
She passed the fuck out, and then like, it's so sad. It's so sad. He shows up at the airport. He's waiting, and her husband walks in, and is like, "Yeah, I don't think she can see you. She's just not ready." You know? And then he looks out after he leaves. He looks out the window. She was in the fucking car, and he's like, "No, honey." No, honey. She's like, I should go in. I should talk to him. She's like, no, honey. Get in the car. It's fine. Robbed. His life was robbed. It's so sad.
And that's like,
he had like a nice catharsis in the end with her, like a good cinematic send off, and then it has like an optimistic message at the end, because it's like basically like it's like life finds new beginnings. He finds himself literally at a crossroad at the end of the movie, and he decides to quite literally take the road less traveled, and he has a new lease on life. You know?
I mean, I could see that. Yeah, definitely.
So it's a nice cathartic, fucking sweet ending, but it's bittersweet.
Right.
I like bittersweet. That's my favorite emotion to feel in any media. Bittersweet, or in life. Bittersweet.
That's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm solely in it for the sweetness. Any bitterness, any sourness, anything that's not good and sweet. Maybe the savoriness for sure, but not the bitterness, and definitely
savory's
not the
pretty good.
I'm not a fan. But
you don't like bittersweet?
It's like, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like a bittersweet moment is like it's literally like when you tell someone, "I told you so." Because it's like,
no,
you were right. You were right, which is a good feeling. But at the same time, it's like, maybe you're not happy about being right, but you're still right. And I feel like no matter
I feel
what
like
the thing
I
is,
told you so.
no matter what the thing is, if you are able to say I was right, it's automatically a dub for you because it's like you were correct. You literally guessed correctly on whatever it was.
I feel like Bittersweet is less like the "I told you so" moment. It's more like the solemn goodbyes and like the send-offs and
Yeah, maybe.
the
Maybe I've just
the
never had a
moments in
bittersweet
between.
moment in my life. I don't know. It could be
Maybe.
that.
Maybe you're not even human. Maybe you're not even here.
True. This is all a
Wake up.
simulation. Just imagine somebody says "wake up" to you one day, and like everything around you starts to physically like crumble around you. Like you see it like all start to like come down, and then you wake up, and you wake up, and you're like in like the Matrix essentially. Like you wake up, you're in a fucking like incubation pod thing. You've got like wires jammed in the back of your head.
I would embrace it.
Yeah.
I think as soon as they said "wake up" and I saw everything crumbling, I'd pull my arms out like this and close my eyes. Just wait for it to wash over me. Doesn't matter if I die or not.
Turns out you were hallucinating, and you're just standing there with your arms outstretched, eyes closed, and people are like, "Sir,
on a fuck ton of shrooms,
sir," and you're like,
"I'm having the weirdest trip
ever." What?
Is this the Matrix?
Neo.
Start ripping out my hair as if there's tubes in the back of my head.
Just blood.
Oh my god!
Sir,
bleeding down the back of my head.
Somebody call an ambulance, please. Someone call an ambulance.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm on like an obscene amount of bath salts or something.
Okay, he is naked and he's ripping people's faces off. Okay, call the National Guard, please.
You're all machines. Wake up!
God.
Ripping open car doors.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. That was quite the bit.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
I don't either. I really don't.
Honestly, this is kind of like flown by. I have no idea what we've talked about in the last 51 minutes. That's not even accurate because like 10 of those minutes were you troubleshooting.
True.
Yeah.
A lot of you may be asking, Steven, where's the episode from last week? I still haven't edited it, so get off my fucking ass. Simple as that.
Wait, wouldn't they not be asking because you're going to do last week's before that?
Shut up.
Before this one?
Shut up. Who gives a fuck when who asks what?
A lot of you may be asking, what's that one kid that watched your Sandlerverse videos?
Oh, I don't know. I cannot remember.
Oh man,
let me pull it up real quick.
Hey buddy, how's it going? Thanks for clocking in. Thanks for checking in.
Hey man, really appreciate it. I actually need to start. Well, in the
that kid doesn't even know what like sex is yet. Isn't that crazy? No. Why is he watching our videos?
Literally 13 years old. What we need to do is when we do the next Sandlerverse video, especially when we do like in person, we need to gratuitously
mention him by name.
Yes, mention him by name and say thank you for giving me the drive and reminding me exactly why I do this, which is for the recognition of children.
Yeah.
No, but when we do the podcast in person, we definitely or not the podcast, but when we do
that one's good.
Let me find him. When we do the next Sandlerverse video, I mean, to be fair, it'll probably be like when I'm in town. When we do the next video, we need to start plugging the podcast. Actually, you know what? I'll just start doing that for the next couple videos, like for the next, ones that I still have to edit and post. I'll just start plugging the podcast at like the beginning and the end. Not mixed nuts.
Mixed nuts was such a train wreck. I remember my brain melting during mixed nuts.
Oh, wait, is this him? Is this the? It is him. Yeah. Okay. So I found him. He renamed his channel to Hey Yo Hey Yo. So shout out to you, my man.
Hey yo, hey yo.
Uh,
What up?
much appreciated. Always
Much
appreciate the love.
appreciated. Your newest video, message, 10 seconds long, a screen recording of your phone. Let me check it out.
Let's watch it live on the podcast.
He has Among Us as an app.
He's on
Off
Android.
to a great start. His screen background is 3 girls sitting on like a throne. 3 little girls, probably like a family photo. Wait, no, I think maybe one of those might be him.
I think the one in the middle is him as a baby or something.
Him as a kid or something.
Little boy. Yeah.
Probably like his parents' phone.
Yeah, probably. From 11 months ago, he posted a 12-second video that says "The Star Boy," but every time he says "ah," it goes faster on speed mode. Nice, dude. Nice.
They're starting so early now.
I know. I love it. It's so fucking great. It's so great.
Video 5 months ago. Thoughts on Caillou being canceled. It's like a black thumbnail. It's so serious.
That's awesome. 21 seconds. He's got brother and sister are scared of Panic at the Disco, and it's got footage from Berenstain Bears, which is awesome. YouTube poop. Caillou has no friends.
Watch Pepsi disappear. Editing magic, dude.
Oh, let's see it.
He's gonna regret this in 5 years.
Dude. Oh my god. He's gonna be like
He's gonna be a super YouTuber.
Give him 5 years. Give him 10. Give him 10 years. He will be a lead editor for Marvel. I'm telling you. This kid he's got the
future. He's got the it factor.
He has the X factor. It's in his hands.
I've like forgotten we were recording like 7 times.
Yeah. So folks, this is what we call low effort podcasting too.
You look so. I'm gonna be a little bit mean. You look very thin in the Billy Madison video.
I do. Okay, listen. Actually, I'm going to. I gotta try to remember to do this. So I was actually looking at. There's a For You section, or there's a. Goddamn. There's a search function in like iOS, like the Photos app, and if I hit the search button and I click on the summer like section that's just like labeled as like pictures I've saved or taken or videos I've saved and taken during the summer, there's a photo of me at Nicole's house. I took a mirror selfie to show off the new the new mirror cabinet thing that they got in their bathroom. And it's terrifying how skinny I was. And I was talking to Shelby about it yesterday or the day before, about like back in 2018. So like 3 years after moving out of my parents' house, I went to go stay the night at their house for Easter weekend or something like that. And they had like an Easter egg hunt for my brothers and their friends and shit like that. And I get there, we have a party, a bunch of people show up, they all leave, and it's just like me and my family. And we're sitting at the dinner table, like about to eat something, maybe, I don't remember, but I'm just sitting there minding my own business. And my parents are like, "You look sick. Like you don't look good." And I was like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about? Like I haven't changed at all." Granted, I had lost about 60 pounds from the time that I like moved out until
sort of popcorn diet would do you.
That wasn't even the like point that I was just eating popcorn. Like I wasn't eating well. In fact, you may remember I would take like 3 a.m. trips to 7-Eleven and I would get like taquitos, I'd get chips, I'd get Funyuns because those are my vice. Or at least they were. I'd get like 2 things of Gatorade, and I'd get like Starburst gummies. Dude, I was getting like just the worst fucking food from 7-Eleven. And I would binge eat that shit at night, My stomach would
Was
hurt,
it?
feel like it
Were
was
you
gonna
getting
pop.
taquitos or Takis?
Taquitos, like 7-Eleven taquitos. Yeah, they were the jalapeno cream cheese ones.
Ugh.
Yeah. So you'd think I would be getting exponentially fatter, but no, I was losing weight like crazy.
Because you were like, I don't know.
I had like some sort of deficiency, I'm sure. Like
Something.
I wasn't getting
you were
enough
just like you weren't getting enough like vitamin B12 or some shit.
vitamin anything
dying.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at my lowest, I was like 189, I think, which for being 6'2",
That's like okay. Yeah, for being 6'2", I think that's pretty underweight.
Yeah.
That's still 20 pounds heavier than I am right now.
Right. And then fast forward from, and when I say I'm at my lowest, I mean like right before we moved to Chicago, 189. Like we got here. Oh, go ahead.
You don't have to answer, but how much do you weigh right now?
I'm getting to that. So when I first moved here, I weighed myself and I was about 189, which it was give or take maybe 186 was like my lowest. Moved here, started cooking, like actually learning how to cook shit. Started making my own food, and now I'm proud to say I am 250 pounds on the dot.
250 pounds.
So in 9 months, I've gained 61 pounds.
Are you within the healthy weight range for your height?
Probably not. Let's be real. I doubt it. What's healthy, anyways? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, come on.
Like, and also,
it's amorphous.
It is, and well, like BMI also is complete bullshit. It was all made up.
It's all bullshit. It's made up.
It is. BMI is like not a real thing. It's just like a number doctors have put on people to say like, oh, your BMI's too high. We can't do this until you lose weight. Like actually, it's happening to Shelby's dad right now. He needs to get knee surgery, and they straight up were like, you're too fat.
Lose some weight.
Too fat. Lose weight.
Dumbass.
And it's like, what's the point? Because they just they can't be fucked to cut through that much like skin.
I think it's like literally like if you were gonna go into surgery, the overwhelming health complications of your physical weight might make it so that the surgery is more of a risk.
I still don't think so. I still think that's like I don't know. I think a lot of it contributes to the whole like what is it called? Like the mistreatment of. I mean, granted, there are worse. Certain groups of people have it significantly worse than fat people when it comes to being treated poorly by the medical industry. Mostly black people, but fat people are like next in line when it comes to how poorly they're treated by the medical
Lose some weight.
industry. So just lose some weight, fatty. It's not that hard.
Lose some weight. Unless you have a deficiency, I don't know. It's kind of on you.
That's,
I'm gonna take the other route.
I'm taking the bit in another direction.
145
to 194 is the ideal weight range for BMI, because that puts you at 24 or 18.5 to 24.9 BMI. Anything over 195 and higher would classify you as overweight. So I am morbidly obese.
Are you?
No, I'm obese, 100%. I'm definitely obese. But like, I'm not like in danger of dying because of my weight or like how unhealthy I am anytime soon. It's just because I started eating like regularly, literally just better food.
I think I'm in my healthy weight range, but I just don't know how.
Good weight for, we'll just say 5'2" male.
You fucker.
You're what? You're 5'9", right?
I think I'm technically 5'11".
5'11". Okay.
Yeah.
5'11". For male.
I might be like 5'10.9" or whatever.
155 to 189 is supposed to be like your ideal weight range.
I'm fine, dude. I'm 166 right now. 165 right now.
There you go.
Let me weigh myself right now.
He's weighing himself, people. He's absolutely weighing himself, the mad lad. But yeah, no, I'm definitely considered to be like
I'm 168.2 with the headphones.
It's that 0.2 right there, baby. So yeah, you were literally 20 pounds lighter than I was at my lowest.
I don't know how. I don't take care of myself.
No, neither do I. But like the thing is, at my lowest, right? Like at my like absolute lowest, I still had a lot of fat around my stomach and like my waist area. Like that whole region still had a decent amount of fat. If I like at that point, if I was trying actively to lose weight, and I got rid of that, probably could have been at like 160. Wouldn't have been healthy at all. Like I would have been severely underweight, and I probably would have gotten like actually sick from it. But I
mean, if you like were exercising, it would be like offshooted by the fact that you'd be like have more muscle.
Yeah.
So like it would just like you would sustain at that like weight for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like lean is the goal. I want to get lean. Every time I try though, it doesn't work.
I was what they'd call skinny fat, where I had like I was skinny everywhere but my stomach. Like my stomach still had plenty of fat there.
I feel like that's what I have.
But you don't have like
the modern condition.
The modern condition. You don't have you don't have like a belly though. Like as far as I haven't seen you in person in like almost a year, so obviously I don't know. But like as long as I've known you, you've never had like a protruding belly. So
True.
I don't know.
True enough. I just have like a negative view of my own body. So maybe that might be it.
Same. I'm coming to terms with it.
The modern world.
Right. I'm coming to terms with that though. Like there's a picture of me. There's that picture of me where I'm like at my skinniest, which is crazy. And then there's another picture of me from like 2013, 2014, where I was like the same size I am now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like over the course of my life, it's going to like fluctuate a lot, where I'm going to go through spells where I'm just like, you know, probably not eating as much. I'm a little bit more active. That's one thing about retail that I've learned is like I'm more active at work, obviously, because I'm up, I'm moving around all day. Click list like didn't really. I mean, it helped in terms of like keeping me sort of in shape, but it didn't help with like weight gain at all. It just kept me like at a consistent weight. But like just not working for a while, and then also eating more, and like, you know, like when I say eating better food, I don't mean like I'm eating healthier food. I mean I'm eating better than 7-Eleven food. So I'm eating like steak and a lot of pasta. I learned how to cook a mean fucking steak while in my time living here. Granted, when I say learn to cook pasta, it's literally boiling the fucking water. It's not that hard. But I've learned how to
know when it's like al dente or not.
Al fucking dent, yo.
Right.
That's another thing is like I've kind of got that figured out too. But like when it comes to making a pasta dish, right? Like I've definitely like figured that out more so than I probably would have if I just stayed living in places where I didn't really have full access to the kitchen. Now I have my own place and the kitchen's all fucking mine. I got free reign over this shit. I'm making shit like crazy. Tonight I'm making bulgogi bowls, which are amazing.
Bulgogi bowls?
Bulgogi bowls.
Wait, what are they? What is that?
It's just ground beef that's like cooked in bulgogi sauce and like white wine vinegar, and served over white rice.
That sounds really good.
It's so fucking good.
I don't know what bulgogi sauce is, but it sounds good.
It's like soy sauce, but it's really thick. It's like imagine a really thick soy sauce that's like more sweet than it is salty. And then also greens. So like we usually do either green beans or broccoli with it, and it's really fucking good.
Broccoli sounds like a nice grilled broccoli on there. You know what I mean?
Well, we usually.
If you steam your broccoli, coward.
Well,
Grill that shit.
I'll have you know that we usually get the frozen shit in the bag, where the instructions are literally throw the entire bag into the microwave, and it comes out all right.
You should like actually get like broccoli and grill it, because if you steam broccoli, it actually takes a lot of the nutrition out of it.
Really?
You didn't know that? Yep. Grill your broccoli, because if you steam it, it's going to get a lot of the good nutrients and shit that you get out of broccoli. It's going to take them right out.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Well, what we usually do, is we just microwave it, and then after it's out, just throw salt and pepper on there. And it's good. It tastes good. It's not
you gotta fucking get that. You gotta like oil the pan, put the broccoli in there, get some chopped up garlic, put that shit in there.
Yeah, garlic makes anything better. What we were doing was putting it in the air fryer. And what we found was that usually would dry it out too much and it would make it like flaky almost, and that's just doesn't taste as good as like, personally, air fried is not, for broccoli specifically, is not as good as just steamed, personally. Also learned how to properly cook rice. A lot of people think they know how to cook rice. Turns out like shit every time, and they think it's good. It's not good. You have to make sure that shit is still moist and also very sticky. If it's not sticky, you're doing it wrong.
We have a rice steamer.
Coward.
Yeah.
Coward. You gotta cook that shit in a pot.
Making the perfect rice is not even like a science. It's just like something you need to fucking figure out.
Yeah. Well,
Magic.
No. It's literally like 1 cup of rice, and I think it's like 1 1/3 cup of water, or something like that. It's really.
It's not a science. There's no exactness to it.
Shut the fuck up. It says it on every single package of white rice you buy. It says this is how much to put in of rice. This is how much water you put in.
Isn't it fucking awesome that rice comes in the biggest fuck off packages ever?
True.
You have white rice for like 2 years.
It's like white rice, brown rice, and sand are like, those are the things that come in like packages that big. Oh, and like dry cement that you need to mix. Like those things come in. Fuck off, huge.
If I was super poor and I needed to afford a place to live and like rent and all the utilities necessary, I would save my money for fucking white rice. It may be shitty.
But you don't even have to save your money.
Way to live. But it's not even that, yeah, because it's like what? You get like a big fucking bag of white rice. How much is that?
Like $20 to $30 probably for like a 20-pound bag.
And then you are fed for like weeks. You of course need other shit.
How are people poor?
Months.
We know this. How are people even poor? You can get white rice.
Fucking piece of shit. Piece of shit. Fucking not poor.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
That scared me for a second. I didn't know what happened. Like maybe you had like a spider or something on your fucking webcam and you had to smack it off or something.
Yeah. Yeah, how are you poor? Get some white rice, brother.
Not that hard. It's not that hard. It's really not. Oatmeal and white rice. You're set for life. How do you think Jeff Bezos got all that money? He only ate oatmeal and white rice.
I have multiple deficiencies. I developed scurvy.
I have children.
Fuck you,
dumbass.
Get like fruits, some cheap fruits, some cheap veggies, and some white rice. Set forever.
True.
Splurge on some meat every once in a while.
Yeah, which actually
you'd have to like.
That's like my favorite part about it is
you'd have to be like meat. Scrape. I'm when I'm saying that's how I would live. I would have to be like scraping by. I would have to be like living paycheck to paycheck in order for me to even want to do that.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, what do you think? Yeah. What do you think I was doing? Like the 6 years, 5.5 years? No, was 5 years that I was still living in Portland. Like,
yeah, but you didn't once buy a giant bag of rice, did you?
No. Actually, what I was buying was towards the end there. I was buying myself the like.
It's science. You're just stupid.
You're right. I'm just stupid. I was getting those big 24 packs of Top Ramen. That's what I was doing.
All you need. Big thing of rice. We already talked about this. Big thing of rice. Lettuce.
Lettuce is insanely cheap. It is. Yeah. So
you got yourself a meal that is unsatisfying but filling.
True. And even then, it might not even be filling. But hey,
Probably
you have so
not.
much rice, you could have as much as you want, and it'll never run out, basically.
It's true.
So
you could splurge that day and be like, okay, I'm hungry. I'll have more rice.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's still gonna last you 3 months.
Literally.
Yeah. Anyways, what are we talking about again?
I was actually just about to end it, so.
Okay. I have to go pee real bad, so
I do too. I do too. Thanks for listening to episode
7.
Really appreciate you checking us out. I promise that I will start editing Sandler videos once again.
We're coming at you. They're gonna be old.
They're gonna be extremely old. I'll still be thin.
Wonder why
I'll still be.
He'll still be thin.
I'll still be thin. And actually, I went back and I rewatched.
What do we have? Happy
one
Gilmore?
of the ones. I think I started watching the Happy Gilmore, just the footage of me like reacting, the raw footage, and I was still very skinny. You're gonna wonder like what the fuck happened, and like I already explained, go back and listen again, idiot. If you misheard what I said, I started eating more. So
yeah, dumbass,
dumb motherfuckers.
Fuck you,
dude, fucking idiots.
If you watched this, kill yourself. Sorry.
Might have to blur that one.
Don't blur that.
I'm not blurring that. I'm not blurring it. It does. It's satire. It's parody. It's all a joke.
It's parody. It was a joke.
Dumbasses. This is the Joe Rogan Experience. Thanks for watching.